My name is Jim Estes, and today I'm going to talk about a drill that I think is extremely important for the swing plane. So what I want you to do is, and this, by the way, is going to give you an instant understanding of exactly the feeling you want to have in the golf swing. Take a club. You can put a rod, alignment rod, in the grip, or I'm sorry, in the butt end of the golf club. Take the golf club, turn it like you're going to hold it, and then what I want you to do is take that club, put it right against your left hip, so you're holding both clubs here. Now you've got an alignment rod on the ground and a golf ball, and what I want you to do, getting into your good posture position, your weight over the arches, feel balanced. The insides of the heels are going to be about the width of your hips. Take a swing back, slow motion, and trace with that alignment rod the target line all the way up. The shaft should be parallel to your target line at the top, and then slowly coming down, trace the line. And do this in slow motion. Right into the impact position. So this is a great feedback tool, visual feedback tool for learning the proper swing plane. Go right to your impact position. I encourage you to do this drill in slow motion, and if you have 5 minutes a day, if you do this drill every day, I guarantee you're going to improve your golf swing. So again, I think you'll find this to be extremely helpful. JimEstesGolf.com if you have any questions. So this will go to your phone and your computer, but you got a couple things. You're wide shouldered, you're big upper body.
Okay.
And most guys that are big upper body, big formers, tend to be guys that swing a little bit to the left. There's guys on tour that were built. Craig Stadler, you're not quite like Craig Stadler, but guys that are big upper bodies. Brendan Neon, this guy from Virginia Tech, he's a guy that swings that way. But for you, since you're wide, you need a little bit wider base.
Okay.
You need to stack your load bearing joints. You need to have your ankle joints underneath your hip sockets. You're too narrow in here.
Okay.
You just want to get a little wider. Now, here's the thing for me that I don't like for an iron. Your head's too far back.
Okay.
I want your shoulders to be a little more level. I'm going to show you what I mean by all that when I put up this model. Everything I'm telling you is being recorded, so you'll be able to see this. Alright, now look, here's the ball position and here's his head position.
Okay.
So what we got to do is get your head more over top of the golf ball. Your head is too far behind the ball.
Okay.
Alright, that's the first thing. So, but you have a good swing. Now, here's, for me, I want to just go through this swing analysis for a second. You stand up a little bit. You see how you come out of your posture a little bit. But the net effect is, now right there, like you were saying, it's interesting. I'm going to actually have you do a throwing motion. I want you to actually take a golf ball and throw it at the ground, and I'm going to measure what it looks like.
At the ground?
Yeah,
okay.
Just like, skip it. Don't throw it hard. Don't shoot your arm out. But because here's what's happening, and you got it pegged. I mean, you definitely sequentially move your hands a lot before you move your lower body. And so what we got to do is, I'm going to show you what he's doing. When you get up to the top here, all right, well, he's half our age, so he should have extension, plus he's playing golf for a living. Now, watch the shift. That's what you're not doing right there. So what people don't realize is you need this move to go first. You got to use the ground. Just like when you throw, you got to push against the ground. You're not doing that.
Okay.
You're not using the ground.
Okay.
If you threw that golf club from this position, I guarantee you wouldn't just use your arm.
No.
You would go like this and you'd use the ground.
Right.
So what I want you to simulate is, if this was a golf club that you were about to throw, I want you to use that movement pattern that you would use to throw a ball. Now look, you don't get a lot of lower body motion toward the target. So you're pretty much dead. I would say your lower half's not really moving, right?
Right.
So, but that doesn't mean you can't move it.
Right.
You're not physically disabled. It's just you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
So for me, that's what I want to focus on. I want to get your lower body a little more active, because that's where your over-the-top move comes from.
Okay.
You're just throwing it from the top.
Right.
You're not shifting. There's not a lot of movement in your legs.
Okay.
You know, if I said you jump off that right leg and push against the ground, you would shift and you would throw. I guarantee you, if I said get in a stretch position and throw, you would push and your legs would move. So that's what now I got to distinguish between what I want you to think about on the course and what I want you to practice. Those are two different things. Motion training is just you practicing the movement. You can do that in front of a mirror. Feedback's good. Getting this right ankle to move toward the ground, getting the knees to move, getting the hips to move, all of that. You can do all that. Now, when you play golf, you can't think about that. You never play a sport at a conscious level. You can't. You can get your grip right, your ball position right, and we'll work on some keys for you to play on the course, but I want you to practice your motion at home. I want you to work on getting your right ankle to roll in. That is if it works. That's the left ankles you're messed up.
No, they're both fine. I mean,
okay.
No.
And I want your knees to, you know, just like if you were pushing off the throw. If you were going to skip the stone right here, what would you do to skip the stone? You wouldn't just throw with your arm. Right, exactly. That's the movement pattern I want you to have. Now, I'll show you a drill that I was telling you earlier about. I call this the right arm toss. So I had this guy, he came to me like you, and he said, look, I can't hit the ball anywhere. So I said, Robert, take this ball and throw it at the ground. And he couldn't move his lower body. But when I told him to throw it at the ground, look at his legs now. He was swinging like this. And he's like, why can't I hit the ball? I said, well, you have no pivot. You don't have any lower body shift. So I said, take the ball and throw it. And he threw it like that. And I said, well, there you go. You got it in your brain. You know what to do. So another exercise is this one. This is called a baseball step and throw. So you're going to do a golf club. So you take the golf club and pretend like you're throwing that club into that lake out there. And you're just going to let your body do what it does to throw. Here's another one. Step and swing. This is another baseball. Step and swing. So if I said pick up that left foot a little bit and step forward and throw, what do you do when you throw? It's the same thing.
Yeah. Hips are open and...
Yeah. So these are all things I want you to do. You don't have to hit balls doing this. You can just go in your backyard and do it. You don't have to go out. Motion training is what it is. You're not hitting balls. You're just trying to feel the movement. You know, and you can have your friend take a video of it, you know?
Okay.
And so these are all
I
things.
can learn this.
Oh, yeah.
I can learn this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the pivot. You're going to cross your arms over your shoulders, turn back. Now, here's the move I want. That. Push off. So you roll that right ankle and then come on through. And you won't have to think about any of that if you just practice those exercises.
Okay.
All right.